Hello, everybody. A few things. Updates for the community. We are coming off of our February 1st Saturday event. We will be talking a bit about that. We are going into the open. We are going into Kate's last few weeks with us before she moves to California for work and embarks on a new adventure. This also coincides with a need for me to finally get out of my own way and begin posting videos. I just want to create the channel, and what that channel becomes or what messages get shared is yet to be seen. But I do know that there is going to be some value in having a channel available through which we can communicate and share stories and share experiences and help guide people based on those experiences. And so right now we'll use this one as an update because it was the easiest thing for my brain to process in terms of what could be done today. And we're doing a little bit of a now, not how. So we're not going to think about how to do it perfectly. We're just going to do what can we do now. And so first things first, changes at the gym. So we're going into 2024. This marks our third year in our Cross Timbers location. We moved in, well, it was an adventure. May 31st of 2021 was our last day on airline. We found this place June 15th, or signed this place June 15th of 2021, but then we're not able to really get started until August 2nd or 3rd of 2021. And so we've been here for 3 years. And during that time, with the shutdown, city permitting, we didn't have electricity in the building. We lost 50% of our athletes, but we're back. And, as we go to the end of our third year in the building, and I want to evolve because now I feel like we built some momentum. And so transparently, it's been frustrating for me because it's my fault. I haven't been able to do anything for y'all, man. I haven't been able to do anything. We haven't been able to replace equipment. We haven't been able to dress this place up at all or make it nicer for you. And it's because we've been kind of digging out of a hole over 3 years. And that's not what y'all deserve. And so as we look ahead, I'm trying to prepare us to be able to create a better experience for you, create a better experience for future staff members, and so that we can maybe attract future professionals that can help exponentially increase the impact this place has. And that is becoming more possible with our current circumstance. And as making the assumption we continue to add value, we continue to provide, it will get to the point that we're able to consistently add like physical renovations, physical improvements that are able to be recognized by clients here as beneficial to their experience. And so looking ahead, that's what I want to be able to plan for. And so that's a big thing for us. And then community-wise, I want to make sure that we are continuing to showcase what has made this place so incredibly special for 9 years, which is the people. It's not me, it's not the coaches, it's not the workouts, it's not the building, it's not the location, it's y'all, it's the people. And I know that's a cheesy line from like even big corporations are going to put up a post each year about how like it's the customer that makes us special, but like this place is y'all's. Y'all set the culture here, man. Like I set the vision when I opened it, and I helped to guide that vision. And I have to cut some bullshit out here and make sure coaches are holding standards that I want to see held, so that y'all continue to hold that standard. But those that have been here a while, y'all are the ones really guiding this ship by how you show up and how you interact and how you act each day. And so I want to just continue to make this place somewhere you want to be a part of. And we're going to do that with a few different things going forward. And with the community in mind, I think that brings us to First Saturday. I like running a big show. I like being capable of it. I think it's exciting to stand in front of 40 people who are like, how on earth are we going to pull this off? And then to pull it off, I think that's great. I'm grateful for all of the 20 and 30 person classes I've stood in front of on short notice that have forced me to be quick on my feet and to be able to recognize when a storm's coming. If you got 12 people in the building and there's 20 minutes till class, you're going to get a big one, all right? And so you can already make some changes. So it's fun to do that from time to time. But a big class has never been the best experience for each individual athlete. And I think that there can be a time and place for big events, but I want you to know that I'm aware that you would have had a better Saturday had it not been so big. And so the changes we're going to make to our first Saturday structure, and for those that may just be eavesdropping or tuning in, or maybe you're new and you're not yet familiar, first Saturday we would open our doors to the community around anybody interested in trying out a class for free. Didn't have to have interest in joining, could stop by, sign a waiver, and hop into class at 8 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. on the first Saturday of every month. And because we traditionally run a free week of classes, this didn't really impact us in terms of like lead generation or like future clients. It was usually people that truly saw the opportunity that was advertised. They didn't make it up. They didn't take advantage of anything in a negative way. They saw an ad say, come for a free workout, no interest necessary. We just, the more people we coach, the more fun we have. And so it's ebbed and flowed. Back on Airline, we would have 2 30 to 40 person classes back to back, but we were in 10,000 square feet. It was also a different time energy-wise in 2019. Community-wise, it was a different time in 2019. And again, 10,000 square foot airplane hangar, you got enough space. COVID, we stopped doing it. Between people not feeling safe being out for a part of 2020, and then in 2021, as we kind of started to get our legs back, we lost our building. And so then it was like, whoa. And then we brought it back recently here at Cross Timbers. And now it's become a bit of like an open house, a bit of an opportunity. We try to bring local vendors in. And so, great, but it's been cool. It's been cool to see new faces in here. But the workout has to change every time. Because although we are able to adhere to the principle of infinite scalability, so if a workout's written on the board, I can make tweaks that allow a fast person to play to their strengths or to still get a great stimulus, and then I can let someone that's less experienced get a similar experience to that person, and someone that's brand new get a similar experience by tweaking the workout, moving the puzzle pieces. You don't move puzzle pieces, sliding the scales for each person, whatever analogy we need for that. And yeah, that's true. Infinite scalability is a real thing. You come to a regular class Monday through Friday, regular Saturday, we are going to tweak it because we have our group that 80 to 90% have consistently been showing up. And then we have the 10 to 20%, and honestly, 20 would only be if it was a small class, but the 10%. So if we have 10 people, one person might be newish or within their first 3 months, and so maybe not super confident yet, and we're able to make small tweaks for the 10%. That is very different than having 30 inexperienced athletes in the gym at one time and then 10 to 15 of our Black Wolf athletes. And so it just changes. It changes a lot. And from my perspective, what I believe is happening is you're losing a training day every 4th week. So that's pretty high frequency. And also, we like our workouts. I write the workouts in a certain way. I believe y'all have taken to that. And when we have to change it to something that I wouldn't normally write, the style, the weight, the push, the experience, the stimulus, it has to change to accommodate the masses. You don't have the best possible experience. And I'm grateful that in those situations, y'all are still positive and you're supportive of the new people, and you say hi and you welcome them and you cheer them on. And at the end, you take the group photo and you give high fives. They wouldn't know any different, but I know different. And I know that you, in my opinion, and the reason we're making these changes, because I want you to be able to count on a more consistent experience. And so we're going to take the first Saturday model. We're not going to do away with it, but we're going to move it to a quarterly model. And then even within that, it's not going to be a free-for-all. We're going to make it a bring a friend event. And that doesn't mean it can't be someone that maybe doesn't have ties to the gym that drops in or stops by for the free workout. They absolutely would be welcome. But we're not going to promote it or go around town inviting people who otherwise would not be interested. So it's going to still primarily be you and then anybody that is connected to you. And so this obviously allows us to keep this a little bit more consistent. But it also then kind of puts a little bit of responsibility on you if we want to see this change, because then that does mean that we are asking you to bring, whether it's friends or coworkers or family. And again, yes, the goal of a business is to grow. And one of the greatest ways for us to grow is to grow through people that you recommend, because We've built this place with you. Your personality, your discipline, your consistency, your work ethic is what makes us so special. It's what makes people come in during their first week and go, man, this place is different. People say hi to me. People cheer me on even though I don't know what I'm doing. People ask me how I'm doing. People learn about me and they don't even know who I am. Y'all did that. And then they're blown away by you. Like, oh, I thought this person was just like a mom. And then suddenly she's squatting heavier than everybody. But then she's got to go take her kid to kindergarten and go to work. That's crazy. Oh, I thought this person was just like a guy that worked in software and worked from home. I talked to him before class. And then suddenly, like, he's running faster than everybody. But then he was still cheering me on. Like, y'all are the reason this place is special. And so the greatest growth we could have is through people that are connected to you already, because my guess is if you are as awesome as you are as a human, and I am a big fan of each of y'all's, then your friends probably aren't far off. Your family's probably not far off. And so I want to make this place something you'd be proud to share so that then we can kind of cut out some riffraff and just get straight to, oh, well, if they know you, then I'm guessing they get to kind of jump a few levels, or I get to skip a few levels of peeling the onion to see if this person fits our culture. And so this was kind of set up to benefit you in the consistency of the workout, but also to benefit me, and that I get to be introduced to people that kind of have already passed at least some version of a personality assessment. So that is what we're going to do. We're not doing one in March. April 7th will be our April 1st Saturday, which will be our first Bring a Friend Saturday event. So put that on the calendar. Up next, personal training. This month we are introducing the Black Wolf Personal Training Program, our one-on-one training program. We are going to start to advertise that and begin to bring people in that are interested in training one-on-one with our coaches. This is both to kind of widen the net from which we are able to bring new athletes in, but also to help better serve people that may not otherwise feel comfortable jumping straight into class. And so fundamentally, the approach or the mission will be the same. The goal is to get people moving well, doing more than they expect themselves to do, because they are amazing. We know they're amazing. They don't yet know they're amazing. And that is what we do in our group class, and that is what we will do in our one-on-one program. Now, this also has the benefit, admittedly, of giving our coaches opportunity to grow, both in experience, because working one-on-one with someone is a great way to get the lessons you need to then work with a big group. It's not a direct skill transfer, but operating one-on-one is a great first step before stepping in front and being a pro in front of the group, because you've seen a lot of stuff one-on-one, and now you can imagine that across the 15 people in front of you. But also financially, a big problem in fitness is that coaches have nowhere to grow financially. And so you want elite group class coaches, but how elite can you be coaching 8 classes a week at $25 a class? That doesn't pay the bills. And if you say, okay, cool, then just give them a salary, well, then you need to pay like $500 a month for your membership in order to support salaries for these coaches. And then that doesn't make sense economically for you, and it's not going to be a very good business plan for me. And so personal training allows us to create a pathway for our coaches to grow financially and professionally. It allows the gym a way to generate a little bit more revenue for renovations and improving your experience both in the group classes and the one-on-one environment. And it widens our net from which to bring leads in, as I mentioned. And so this is something that I'm aware does not necessarily resonate with everybody that I'm talking to right now. You found CrossFit because of the group. You found CrossFit. You found Black Wolf because of the people. You found it because you love the energy of the people around you, and I completely understand that. So my ask of you is, if you know anybody that would be interested in personal training, or if you know anybody that would love to eventually be in group class but is scared to death and would feel much more comfortable one-on-one with a coach who can then lead them towards that level, or if you know somebody that likes the idea of training functionally or training with the methodology of CrossFit, but it's just a one-on-one personality. They'd rather use their own unique individual program that we designed for them. That is probably the biggest asset, is that we are going to create these programs based on the specific needs of the individual, as well as the goals that they are setting for themselves in their goal review sessions. And so that way they are getting everything tailored specifically to them. It's like infinite scalability in class with even more specific intent, because instead of it just being like, this is the best way for you to have a good experience, it is like literally step by step, this is how to get you where you want to be every single training session. And so if you know anybody that would benefit from that, if you yourself have been enjoying the group classes but think that one-on-one would be a good opportunity for you, I would love to sit down and chat. Send me an email, schedule a time to talk, whatever works best for you. Even if it's just exploratory and you just want to see. One of the cool things about this feature will be that all of the one-on-one memberships will have access to the group, and so you still are able to participate in the group classes if you are a personal training client. And so I'll get more information out if you have someone you'd like to share it with. But for now, just have a kind of keep your eyes peeled, keep your ears open to anybody at the office or in your family, again, your friend group that might be looking to work out, and you might think that our energy would be real beneficial, our support, our accountability, and then of course the way we write our workouts would be beneficial to them being able to achieve their goals and finally start making some progress. So yeah, Black Wolf Personal Training 2024, that's what we're getting rolling this month. Let me know if you know anybody or schedule a time to sit down. I'd love to chat with you. Or if you bring in a referral, I'd love to sit down and take care of them. But I appreciate the help and any assistance you can give me on that. Finally, the Open is here. I know that Kate she's going to sign you up no matter what. Your information's already in Push Press. She's just going to get you in there. So why dawdle? Wouldn't you rather make the decision yourself and say, yes, I'm going to do it? The Open kicks off in March. It's going to run March 1st, March 8th, and March 15th. Those are 3 Fridays in a row. If you don't know what the Open is, it is technically the CrossFit Games Open. It is the start to the CrossFit Games season. It is technically the first stage. We don't mess with that. They can figure that out. We use it for our Black Wolf Intramural Open. What we're using, the 3 workouts they'll announce each week, or the 1 workout a week for 3 weeks that they'll announce. We take that on Friday night. We have fun doing it. There are all levels available. RX is announced, and then there's scale modifications like any other workout. Everybody's able to participate. We break you into teams. No, you cannot let your team down unless you don't participate. There is no performance metric that will let your team down. If you get dead last, you are not hurting your team. We've figured out the scoring system. Kate has done a great job with that. If you dress up for the theme nights and do the workout, you did your job, okay? So this is something that's truly about having fun. And then, yes, the workouts themselves, individually, it is about proving to yourself what you can do, seeing where you're at, how much progress you've made since last year, and then celebrating your progress with your teammates. But in terms of that big fear of, I'm going to let people down, you literally cannot so long as you try. That is always the Black Wolf way. As long as you try, you cannot be wrong, okay? So the Open does kick off on March 1st. Kate is going to have the teams together by February 16th, so you need to sign up by then. Again, if she's already talked to you, she's signing you up, so you might as well do it yourself. The link's in your email from Sunday. Just go to your email, sign up through that link, let Kate know you're doing it, and in that way, she can divvy up the teams with the team captains and get all the communications squared away. It's a great time. It's a great time. I've always been reluctant before the Open season. I'm like, oh, the amount of work. I got to be up here every Friday. But y'all's energy, man. Y'all's energy is incredible. It is incredible. Y'all are amazing. And it really is something special. And I know if you're new, you're like, yeah, this seems weird. There's no way this is good. That's what they all say. And then they come that first Friday and we blow the doors off this place. And it's pretty incredible. You really give yourself the chance. And if you don't get to sign up, at least try to be here for a few of the Friday nights to watch, because it's a pretty special experience. So more information to come on that, but we're going to do that all 3 Fridays. Kate's got the themes. Kate's got the team captains. Kate's going to divvy up the teams. And again, deadline to sign up is February 16th, so be sure to get that done. Maybe we'll just end with, I think y'all are awesome. I think y'all are awesome. Had a really good week with y'all so far. It's only Wednesday. It's Wednesday morning. It's got to be like 1 o'clock right now, so it's Wednesday afternoon. And just between here at Black Wolf and the athletes at Seadrill, the employees at Seadrill, it's been a real good vibes week, and I appreciate y'all for that. It really helps me a lot. I'm a real lucky boy for a lot of reasons, And I'm really, really lucky right now. I'm really aware of how lucky I am right now. The beauty of being able to breathe for a second and see how lucky I am for the current reasons, which I'm having a baby with my fiance in April. We're getting married on March 2nd. And between the support for the baby and the excitement for us to finally get married after 6 years, it's incredible how the network we have around us and how fortunate I am for that. And then to have family in town, these are just things I've taken for granted or I haven't been able to appreciate because of my focus on like economical strain or just financial instability, and thinking that that was like all that mattered was I'm broke, I can't be doing anything right. And this year is just, it's the 12-month year, not the calendar year. So the last 12 months, I should say, have really helped reshape my mind, and the last 3 months have really helped increase my gratitude for how incredible y'all are. And so I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for being a part of this and showing up every day and just having the right attitude and working hard and doing things the right way and listening to feedback and supporting one another, not being dicks to each other, just caring and being awesome. Y'all are awesome. I say thanks for being awesome in each email. I mean it. When I tell you you're amazing in class, I know I say it a lot and I say it to a lot of people, but like I believe it. I think you are. I think you just look what's outside. Look what the standard is. You don't have to run 100 miles to be awesome. You know, you don't have to lift 1,000 pounds. You don't have to make $1 million. You don't have to be a business owner that's wildly successful to be awesome. And I think each of you are awesome. I think what you do in here, the choice you make to be here, the choice you make to work hard, the choice you make to be kind and be supportive, to care about others, to care about your family, to care about your responsibilities, like that makes you amazing. Because that's not always the case. And it's not always how people act. And I am grateful, very grateful, that I get to spend so much time around y'all. So, 27 minutes. I don't know. Maybe we can edit down to 20. It's always going to be long with me. So, it is what it is. Y'all are amazing. I will be back with this. Again, like I said, I just want to get a video out there. And if you have ideas of which direction this could go, you let me know. Because I'm overthinking it. But you will see my face again. I probably won't watch it. So editing's going to be interesting. We'll get over that, right? Everybody should be able to look at their face without cringing. Yeah, super. I don't know what happened to me, man. A lot of brain trauma. Finally met a doctor that might refer me to a neuro, which is exciting because the last doctor told me, well, you're walking fine and you speak fine, so you're probably fine. It's like, did you hear the 13 concussions? Did you hear that? So, I don't know. This might be the year of all-around self-betterment and exploration and learning. All right. I'm going to go. That was probably too much, but that's who we are. I appreciate you. Thanks for being awesome, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day.